CVs no matter what. Now, this cannon was not actually that well placed. He could have put it there and squeezed another one in. I don't know if it matters, though. Because, look, he keeps cancelling that pylon, building another one. So what he did was he had one there. He cancelled it, built this one space back so the SCVs couldn't block it. But it means he gets an extra hit points. This is just a brutal one. He even steals the gas, guys. I think he would like to pop himself out. He wants to cancel the pylon, but he's not going to be able to. Now, Ruff is, of course, realizing, well, we're in Dicktown. I've got to just give this up. So immediately he breaks down his own pylon because he realizes Ruff is just going to go and lift his command center to the natural and go down there. So the probe's going to come on out. Now, F equals really should be probing up like quite hard right now. Builds a probe, builds a cannon. He needs more than that. He comes down here, he sees the expansion, he doesn't see the gases just yet, but you can assume, and I really actually wish he left the probe up here. Because if you think about it, if you get a cannon over there, that denies 2 gas geysers. Now, it might be hard to do that, but if he could have snuck over here, built a pylon, because look at this, Ruff is not defending his high ground right now. So that's a big mistake from Ruff. If F equals actually stayed up there, he would have been good. Now, he tries to go back up there, but it's walled off. He can't get inside. And Ruff kills the probe. Now, there is a Stalker on the high ground, so he could... a gateway, sorry. So he could still build Cybercore and then pump Stalkers. Oh, no, he has a second probe. Never mind. I'm blind. I would love him to sneak that along the edge. He could build a pylon there, a cannon there, and that's kind of game over if you can deny those gases. Zealot will come out to fight against those Marines. It'll take a long time to kill that. He's building more cannons here. Now, you might be wondering, what is the purpose of this cannon, Pig? Can you please explain that? Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to mention my IQ. That would be a little bit cocky. I'm going to say it's probably a little bit higher than the guy building a random cannon over here. Don't make cannon drop. Oh my God. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I'm sure he has at least 16 IQ to build zealots and cannons like this. F equals is a nice guy. He's going to be watching this video later. And I just want him to know that I respect his ability to build a cannon over there that serves literally 0 function at all. What is the point? Yes, I'm going to shit all over him. What is that cannon about? Why are you building a battery here? This is nonsense. Okay, so he's basically saying, I'm just going to do a gateway robo-proxy and build like stalkers. The Twitch chat saying room temperature IQ. Oh no. I feel like, yeah, I mean, okay, so this is interesting. So it's 2 barracks, and he's actually going to go 2-1-1. Ruff's doing a 1 base, 2 barracks factory starport. So he's going Stim Marine Marauder. Obviously doesn't have that much bio up yet, but if he could kill that Zealot, and then he could have stopped these cannons getting up. So I think Ruff letting the robo get up is a huge problem. That's actually a big mistake for him, but you got to understand at the same time, we may be making fun of F equals room temperature IQ, but Ruff is trying to use the units that have men with guns. Ruff is the kind of guy who's all big and brave when he's got a bunch of tanks or Thors or Banshees or battlecruisers. When he's inside a giant armored, heavily armed, gigantic mechanical creature of war, or I guess engine of war, he's good. But when he's a bunch of little dudes in their space armor, little power armor with the little Gauss rifles, I gotta say, I don't know if this is Ruff's forte. Does Ruff really know how to play Marine Marauder? I feel like every time he does it, like most mech players, he kind of just stims in, tries to win the game instantly, and it's almost always in the function of an all-in. He's just not a bio player. He doesn't do it much. So he kind of is like, I've got men with guns. I don't know exactly what to do. Let's see if he can impress us. Because I'm not saying, it's not like, you know, he's not going to show us some Florencio Marine splits. For those who don't know, a Florencio Marine split is where you stack 23 Marines with stim, no combat shields, more than they've ever been stacked before, and then you move command them into enemy banelings. I don't think Ruff will do quite that, though definitely he's tried it before. Is he making a friggin' nuke? Is he making a... Who makes a Ghost Academy? He's lost his tech lab, so he can't build a ghost, though. That's a problem. There's a prism out here. Okay, so guys, F equals has hit 26 probes. This is the most probes F equals has ever built in a game of StarCraft. And at this point, he's getting stressed out because the amount of economy that he has to manage here, which is building a pylon every 2 minutes and making immortals one at a time, it's a little hard for him to keep up with. So mechanically, you can see F equals here having to let his shield batteries automatically heal up the cannons in the batteries and having to pick up the immortal as well there. I mean, he's at the edge of his limits, but thankfully loses some units so he doesn't get supply blocked yet. Doesn't need to build another pylon. Now, unfortunately, guys, Ruff did just throw away all of his bio stimming into cannon battery. What did he achieve in that last fight? He killed a zealot and a cannon for 11 Marines. For those who don't know, in the industry, if you guys become a very experienced player in the StarCraft industry, if you do, you know, go to the Shrine of Tastosis, light a candle, give them 10% of your income just automatically direct deposited into their accounts each month so you can be part of the Old Boys Club, as I did many years ago, and I'm very proudly still a member of that Old Boys Club. Well, they actually teach you that trading like that is what we call fucking terrible, and you've just thrown away a bunch of units for no reason, and even though you got a ghost out, now you're losing your barracks. There's 2 immortals on the high ground. Ruff's going to lose his entire production. He's going to pick up and go across the map. Now, F equals needs to build more batteries, cannons over here, and might be able to hold on, or could just recall, actually, right? You forced him to lift. Yeah, you could just recall. Okay, so if he recalls in advance, he should be able to hold, because he's got a battery. He can overcharge that. Now, I say he can overcharge that. This is rough. He's got a ghost. What's the bet? He EMPs that Nexus before he overcharges. Guys, look for it. The ghost's it's gonna EMP it, man. Just wait. The ghost, oh, he doesn't have enough energy for EMP. Oh, but wait, there's no battery overcharge coming in. For recall coming in. He uses battery overcharge instead of recall. The probes are trying to move. Wait, they're fighting, but he's clicked them on a single marine, I think. Oh, no, he did A-move them. They get absolutely slaughtered. The pylon gets depowered. And now Ruff is going to try and take the main base there. There is one... Wait, did he just drop in... Does he think the army's there? Okay, Ruff thought the army was closer than it actually was. Ruff, usually a genius with his nukes. This one was a little bit of a stretch. I'll say that, guys. As he nukes and it clips his own Liberator and does nothing else. Ruff has probably shown us more incredible nukes than we've ever seen. So... I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one and say he thought that army was about to come from that angle, and it was such a surprising nuke position that it was a long shot, and it ended up going in literally the wrong direction, basically. But it is what it is. So what do we got? 4 Immortals, 5 Stalkers, a Prism. So he's actually building even an Observer now. So he's going to go all in. F equals does not want to rebuild the economy. He says too many SCVs got out of here. We've got to just try and elevate in. Now, what have we got? 2 Marauders, 7 Marines, and a Ghost. The problem is the SCVs plus the Medevacs are going to tank really well. EMP on the Immortals would be huge. And he gets all 3 Immortals. That Stalker walks up the ramp as well. F equals, mate. What are you doing? And now he could fight. I think F equals can win this fight with Prism Micro. Yeah, he can fight, because as long as the lib isn't sieged, he can actually just kill everything. Oh no, the micro! Those Stalkers were meant to micro there, buddy. Oh my god. Okay, we are watching. Like I said, he's got a bigger army than he's used to microing. F equals Ruff here is so dead. He's just lost all his Ghosts and his Marauders, and now he's got to just run away. The Command Center will die, though. The Command Center is going to die. Wait, click the Medevac. If he killed that Medevac, that would have been huge. He's got to click the Command Center now. He's only got 2 Stalkers, and he's not clicking it. So, guys, if you get a building below 33.3, repeat it, percentage of its hit points, below 1/3, 500 for the Command Center, it'll start burning. F equals is not even clicking on it. What are you doing, buddy? No, you got to click on that thing. So the problem is now it's a draw. As long as one of these buildings hides off on the edge, or that starport, which, by the way, he's trying to make a tech lab because he's rough and he wants to make Banshees. Liberator almost dies there. Oof, that's scary. Now, he can't actually afford Cloak in a Banshee, but he could afford 1 Banshee. And remember, he can also mine more minerals. He's also got enough minerals to mine more gas as well. These units can easily win for F equals. He just needs to A-move and not lose his Stalkers. And if he can get those Stalkers to put that on fire, that means there's no way Ruff can rebuild, right? And he's going to hit it now. Yeah. He just needs a few more hits. 120 hit points. There we go. He's at 587 hit points, 553, 519. It's on fire. There we go. 484 hit points. It's on fire. He almost loses a Stalker there. Pull back, buddy. Pull back. Don't go back into that circle. That Command Center is burning. But we've got 8 SCVs, 12 SCVs, and 2 Marines there. Now, there's no way you're ever going to clear out these cannons and batteries, I don't think. So, as Ruff, he's going to try and sneak a Command Center over there, while this one tries to drop here, drop Mule, and repair itself, is going to be what he does. So he should siege the lib, probably like here, land the Command Center quickly. I mean, he can't because the gas. He'd have to land it like here. You can't be right next to gas or minerals, of course. There's a minimum distance. Oh, he's going to actually lift the SCVs. That's cute. That's very cute. Quickly repair, but I don't think that works. The Immortals are just going to blast those SCVs down. Ruff gets it back to 600 hit points. The Stalkers did not come over. Sacrifices 5 SCVs, but no longer is that orbital burning. This is actually a fantastic little piece of execution from Ruff. And guys, I love both these players, by the way. So as much as I'm shitting on both of them a little bit, but obviously we're just having fun. Ruff did take I really thought his style, if he just picked up his drop and went across the map, or like got a tank out or something to anchor instead of attacking into the cannon battery, I really think Ruff was in a great spot. But then on the other hand, I think F equals Maybe could have busted up that ramp a little harder, or just recalled home would have been fine. I think if he recalled home and fought with his probes and stuff, I think he would have had it as well. So both players have made imperfect decisions, which, let's be real, you're in a base trade, shit's chaotic, it's going to happen. And right now, Ruff is trying to get a barracks out there. And I'd actually like to see Ruff sneak those SCVs, and there we go. They sneak out the left side. The barracks is a little bit of a distraction right now. Stalkers are going to come in. As we said, 500 hit points is that magic count. He wants to set that command center on fire, and he's going to get it, guys. Stalkers do 18 damage a shot. Command center only has 1 armor, and it's burning again. The SCVs are trying to come back to repair this. Now, I'd like to see F equals just leave a Stalker there and leave a Stalker over here and split the Immortals. He's also, I mean, he has let this base get up, and he's taking forever to go search for it. So at a certain point in time, you got to say, hey, dude, why haven't you split these Immortals up? And he's just F2'd it. Oh, because he doesn't know how to use control groups. His whole army is on one army group rather than splitting them. And he's just literally F2'd his Immortals back up here. Oh, no. F equals, you split your guys. Back over here, buddy. Back over here. Get over there, mate. Oh, my God, the Immortals. Split them up. This is like Silver League scouting right now from F equals, who, by the way, somehow got a 3rd Stalker out and actually has enough money to build even one more. Oh my God, F equals could even build another Stalker? No way. Dude, if only F equals had a Nexus. So, okay, it's finally going to find this base, but you're letting valuable gas get mined. That's potentially a very big problem. And look at that, that's getting repaired up. No army split at all from F equals. He's also left that Ghost Academy and those 2 SCVs there. Oh, the medevac. The medevac's going to go down potentially. And he's got it. Oh, look out, 1 Marine. And that Marine will go down. The medevac, he should really focus on that medevac. The Immortals are going to come in. This base is going to have to lift off. F equals. I don't think he's going to kill this command center. Ruff can get this out to the dead space in time. In the meantime, quickly land this and drop some mules maybe. He's going to think about dropping up there and long distance mining, I believe. And those Stalkers, he's still picking up Stalkers right now. He really needs to try and just get more damage on these and just leave Stalker patrolling here, and go clear up these other things. But look at that, a Viking's out and another Viking. Oh, that's big, guys. So if he gets out a few Vikings and shoots down the Warp Prism, all the micro ability is gone there, right? You can also, I mean, that's the main thing, really. Stalker could drop up there. Just don't drop in the circle, and you're going to be able to kill stuff. So F equals does come in here. That Liberate is exposed right now. Yeah, he's going to go for it. No, he's clicking on the command center. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. The Immortals are derping around a little bit. F equals is going to try and split the army up right now. The probe going for the Ghost Academy is going to start to do damage. 2 SCVs beats a probe, and that's the last probe. I would love to see that probe get killed here. That would be kind of hilarious. The Liberator is only on 90 hit points, remember, but look at that. If he clicks on this one, does he one-shot it? Not quite. Okay, the Stalkers pull back. Good moves. Oh, Widowmine. Widowmine, 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 Widowmine. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, nope. Run the Stalker in. He's going to do the pickup micro. But Ruff unburrowed. And look at this. The Vikings here. Kills the Widowmine. The Vikings going to go for the punish. But he's going to lose him. He's going to lose him for this. So this is a trade. He gets the Prism. He gets... Oh, he only loses 1 Viking. Well worth it. And now these Stalkers are going to not be able to fly around the map anymore. So Ruff here is just trying to drag himself out of the grave right now. And honestly, I mean, the next step... probably, I think, I mean, the thing is, Protoss can't win, right? Protoss can't win. It's at least a draw for Ruff, and he's hunting for the win condition. And the win condition is somehow get mining up and rebuild some shit. Now, he's only saved 4 SCVs, his factory's burning. He really should be trying to split up these command centers a little bit more if he can, I think. And that medevac's going to come down and go for a little bit of a scouty scout. I think at this point, Ruff is realizing, I need to check that he's not mining, but unfortunately, that Stalker might kill this medevac, and that could be an issue. Command center is almost back on fire. Factory is burning down as well. Ruff is mining up there. Observer sees, and every trip is 25 minerals. Bam, 25 minerals. Bam, 25 minerals. I think the medevac just went down. Yeah, this Stalker just killed that medevac, guys. They flew over each other over here. Stalker did take it down. And this is a big problem right now for F equals, because F equals sees the mining and is doing nothing about it. And you can tell that just, you know, has made centuries now. It's just the multitasking of dealing with units in 3 different areas, 4 different areas is a bit too much. And that's the problem is, you know, when you have a P-Marine, there's only one groove on it, and that groove can't multi-thread this many applications at once. So, you know, F equals does prioritize now, figures out this is the one application to focus on, prioritizes the computing going there, And Ruff, he gets a few hundred more minerals, and he uses that to sneak a command center. Very clever. This is it. This is what he needed to do. Because the thing is, factory burns down. But look, all of F equals focus is on these 2 command centers, right? And he's like, as long as those don't mine, we'll at least force the draw, right? Little does he know that there is a command center in the corner. And he's actually scouting the bases. But he's scouting the bases, not the corner. And that is going to give him the illusion of like, yeah, well, this is clearly a draw, right? Look at this. We're on his vision. He does not see the command center down there. The Liberator Siege is up. Looks like, oh man, another Stalker. Almost dead. Now remember, that does 75 damage a shot. So it'll never one-shot a Stalker that has full shields. The Immortals are still running around. We can see the whole army gathering up one more time. So F equals not learning from the earlier lessons. You have to leave a unit there. You have to leave a unit here. But F equals keeps 1Aing the entire army. And it's because he saw the starport and he kind of panicked. Panicked a little bit there. And he's going to try and set that starport on fire. The Stalkers and the Sentries should be shuffling up here, but they're all stuck behind the Immortals. And once again, another unit that he lets escape could have set that one on fire. So these are some unnecessary mistakes right now, I would say. And once again, split a Stalker off to these edge zones, you know. You've got an Observer on that one, but you just want to leave Stalkers on the edges, right? And instead, we see that F equals constantly defaults to clumping that army back up. There we go. Okay, there's 3 control groups now. 2 of them are the same group, but at least, okay, there's 2 different groups, essentially. There's this one and this one. Meanwhile, Ruff is just like, okay, boys, we've got an orbital. We're going to sneak down here. We're going to mine. We're gonna come in, land from the edge. We're going to mine some resources. We're going to build some shit. We're going to win this game. Now, the funny thing is for Ruff, right? He needs to kill a ton of cannons and batteries. And in the first place, 4 Immortals. So for him, 4 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, you've got a starport. My focus, if I was him, would be trying to hide this starport, maybe down here or something, and get up like probably 3 or 4 Banshees to the point where you can like one-shot Sentries basically, and just kind of go for that. And there we go. So Ruff's going to try and mine this. He's got a barracks there as well. His units are hiding. Oh, careful, mate. Oh, look at that. He's going to go for the kill. If F equals doesn't notices, but he does. Good play from F equals. Very well played. Very well played. We've got the command center down there as well. So Ruff's now mining minerals. He might take a gas in the near future. Okay, he's going to try and... This is interesting. Is he just going to drop mules to repair himself? Or... Oh, no, he dropped 4 mules there. Okay, the thing is, that's a tell. F equals, you just saw him spend all of his energy on that command center. That has to be for an expansion. That has to be for an expansion. His hallucination died just before he got here. It died there. He's got to realize that there is a base being milled. And the Stalker runs in and dies. He didn't hold position it. The command center is burning, but remember... Even F equals, he's got to go find this base. He knows that a whole bunch of mules just got dropped. That is a very obvious tell. No, he moves in. Almost loses a sentry into the mortal. Command center's burning, which is nice. Okay, he finds it, but not before a ton of minerals was mined. Look at all that minerals, and they're still going to mine a bit more. So look at this. Barracks building in the corner. You need to stop that minerals getting spent efficiently, because if he can just pump out 16 Marines off 800 minerals, right? That's a lot of Marines. That can start just killing Stalkers and stuff. Will it beat 4 Immortals? No. Get to 20, 25. I mean, look at that. That's enough for 20 Marines, guys. They're only 50 minerals a pop. If you can get another 100 minerals, that's going to be 22 Marines. 22 Marines. Oh my god. Now, it's right there. It's really easy to find if he checks everywhere for it. But remember, F equals, he's checking his corners pretty well. That's just off to the right. And those are the last 2 SCVs as well. So if he drops down again with a command center, he's going to have to like... Oh, look at that, guys. He's got the repair going. Okay, the Immortal does catch that one, which means it'll stay on fire. But very, very well done by Ruff to try and save that. It looks like it probably will burn down. And guys, he's just going to make mass Marine in this corner right next to this army. F equals, you got to check every corner, bro. You got to check every corner, mate. Oh my god, Ruff. And the funny thing is, we've seen Ruff in so many base trades, and he loves this scenario because it's just about the details. Ruff doesn't really like the big grand macro scale of StarCraft. Ruff is about details. He likes the little interactions and the tech and that sort of stuff. Now he's going to drop a mule, try and repair this, but I think that Immortal... Oh, just kill it, dude. You can tank like five lib shots with that thing, man. With the barrier, you can tank a lot of lib shots. Oh, Stalkers... That almost walked in the zone. He's got to be careful, mate. Careful, mate. The command center trying to get back. And oh my god, he gets the Liberator, which means this command center is toast. A big victory for F equals, who really should be able to force the draw. But once again, guys, he F2'd the whole army up here. He F2'd the whole army up here. Actually, no, he didn't. That Immortal stayed separate. So why is he... But now he's gonna let the pack of Marines. Now, I still think 4 Immortals beats 20 Marines, right? If they don't have stim and stuff, like the Immortals with a bit of micro, especially if he Guardian Shields, does he? I mean, his Immortals are so damaged now, actually. He misses the corner again! Oh my god, he has no idea where it is. So he's going to get out like 22 Marines. And if these units are split up, so you need Guardian Shield or Force Fields. And, okay, he sees it. He sees it. He's got to gather his units up, and he's going to have to pull back Immortals and... Thankfully, Twitch chat's here. He made stim. Of course he made stim. He actually played bio this game. Oh, that's it. Oh, this is it. That's it. That's enough Marines already then. 14 Marines with stim. They're just going to run in, set off the barriers, and then focus down all the units. So the trick here, as Ruff, is you want to just let them hit everything at first, so they set off the barriers on the Immortals, or even manually click on separate Immortals with different Marines, and you just kill the Stalkers, and then the barriers wear off after just 2 seconds. So the way the barrier works is it absorbs 100 damage for 2 seconds. And then it's got a big 32-second cooldown. So Ruff can basically just stim on this and annihilate it. And yeah, he's almost got Guardian Shield, but not quite. So F equals wants to get in a line here, spread out his units, Guardian Shield, and then just pull back weak units. He's going to A-move. Let's see what the micro looks like. Oh my god, that's not what I'm talking about. You see, notice he just stims. He just kind of A-moves. The barriers are gone. A Stalker, an Immortal. The Sentry falls as well. And the Marines managed to win what by all rights should have been a draw. But Ruff finds a way. He always finds a way, the cheeky bugger. And GG, well played. A question from Twitch chat was, well, but what if, how does he kill the cannons? He's still got 2 command centers. The moment you get rid of those units, you can land these command centers, rebuild your SCVs, your mules. There's no production for the opponent, so you'll eventually be able to clear through, build a siege tank or something. And you've got it. GG, well played. Fantastic game from Ruff.